My stepdaughter introduced us to her controlling boyfriend, but it turned out to be an act. If I'm honest, the tension started at the grocery store. Lily texted that she was bringing someone special, and could I make it normal? Which, in our house, means no speeches, no toasts, and definitely no stories about the raccoon that once stole a deviled egg. I marinated chicken. I set the table. I queued a playlist that says, "We are emotionally competent" at medium volume. They arrive exactly 6 minutes late. Lily, 19, eyeliner sharp enough to slice a cucumber, floats in wearing a sundress I bought her last spring. Behind her is Teo. He has stage actor posture and the kind of smile you feel obligated to mirror. He extends a hand to me like we're sealing a treaty. My wife, Lily's mom, wipes her palms on a dish towel and says, "Welcome." The dish towel says, "Kiss the cook," but her eyes say, "Don't test me." Teo's first magic trick. He takes Lily's phone without acknowledging he's taken it. One smooth move. She sets it on the entryway table to kick off her sandals. He palms it and pockets it like he's helping. Lily catches my eye and shrugs, a tiny I know. Then he puts his arm over her shoulders, steers her into the dining room like a cruise director. "Smells amazing," he says, scanning the table. "But she can't do garlic. Right, Lil?" "She can," my wife answers, too evenly. "We've been doing garlic since preschool." "Not lately," he chuckles. "Sensitive tummy." He doesn't sit. He places Lily in her chair, then pulls his own back so it scrapes, loud enough to make our cat bolt. He drapes a napkin over Lily's lap for her. I feel my spine trying to climb out of my skin. We do small talk. Classes. Summer job leads. Teo mentions theater twice per sentence. Method, he says, like it's a last name. When my wife passes the salad, he intercepts the bowl before Lily can touch it and picks out the tomatoes with his fingers. She hates these. Lily's jaw tightens. "I can pick around them," she says. "Babe," he murmurs, "I'm helping." Unexpected thing number one. A thud from the hallway. The framed photo of Lily's kindergarten recital. She's a paper sun in a crown, has slipped its hook and tipped forward, hanging by a thread. No one moves. Teo grins at it like it's a sign. "Cute," he says, then turns to Lily. "Remember what I said about mementos?" My wife blinks. "What did you say about mementos?" "That they're sentimental clutter," he answers. "They stall growth." He keeps helping. Cuts her chicken smaller than she likes. Corrects her story about a campus cafe. "No, you misremember. It was Thursday." When I ask Lily about her audition, he places a hand on her wrist and answers for her. She's not doing that one. The monologue's too abrasive for her energy. Unexpected thing number two. My phone lights up face down by my plate. One message, watch his left hand. I glance up. Teo's left hand is stroking circles on Lily's wrist, then tightening subtly when she laughs at something I say. The laugh chokes off like someone turned a dimmer. My wife sets her fork down. "Teo, what are you studying?" He smiles. "I study people." "Oh." She sips water. "And do you always edit them while you eat?" Lily goes still. Teo's smile holds a beat too long. Then, softly, he says, "We're just aligned. Aren't we, Lil?" He doesn't look at her. He waits for her to confirm. She nods. Fast. Eyes skipping to the pocket where her phone disappeared. Unexpected thing number three. The lights flicker. A summer brownout rolls through the block, the dim kind that makes silverware look like props. Teo laughs like this is ambience. "See? Mood." He leans closer to Lily. "Breathe with me." He counts, low, a yoga cadence that is somehow not soothing at all. I catch my wife's glance. "Do you see what I see?" I do. The salad wilts between us. Dessert is in the freezer. I say, "Too bright." It has garlic. No one smiles. The cat has returned to crouch under Lily's chair, tail twitching. Teo finally turns to me. "You're her stepdad, right?" The word lands like a flag he's planted. "So here's the thing," he adds, folding his napkin carefully into a triangle. "Lily needs a tighter circle. People who can actually protect her." My wife says nothing. I say calmly, "I swear." "From what?" He smiles with all his teeth. "From everyone who doesn't pass the test." Teo says test, like the word is already settled law. My wife's eye does that small twitch I see when she's holding 1,000 bites back. "What test?" I ask, pretending to spear an olive that skitters like it knows better. He folds his hands. "Just a filter. The people who truly show up. We don't waste time on sentimental clutter." He tips his chin toward the hallway. where the crooked sun photo swings gently in the AC draft. The cat lifts a paw and thwacks at the air beneath Lily's chair, as if swatting the word itself. My phone buzzes again, same unknown number. Freezer. I glance at my wife. She gives the tiniest shrug that means, later. Teo notices. No phones at dinner. He chirps. And then, to me, you'll model that, yeah? I'm halfway to a retort when he adds, still smiling. Lily gets anxious when authority figures break rules. Authority figures? My wife repeats, like she's trying on a shoe she didn't order. Teo leans in, voice syrupy. Babe, tell them about last night. The panic attack? We fixed it together. Grounding, the coin thing. Lily stares at her plate. I don't. He tuts. It's okay to share. She takes a breath, changes it mid-inhale, overcorrects into a laugh. Teo means he did, like, this mindfulness trick with a quarter. It was a nickel, he says, without looking at her. Unexpected thing number 4. The doorbell rings, 2 short, 1 long. The pattern our neighbor Kate uses when she's locked out. My wife stands, but Teo moves faster, a hand out. I'll get it. Lil stays seated. The way he says stays is Velcro. He returns with Kate hovering in the doorway, cheeks pink. Sorry, did your lights blink? My microwave reset, and oh, company. She beams at Lily. You look beautiful. Then to my wife, stage whisper. Is this the boy we're discussing, or the boy before the boy? She doesn't have a whisper gear, God bless her. Teo's grin hardens. We're eating. You should go. Kate looks at him, then at us. Wow, she says dryly. Okay, Dad. She drops a foil wrap something on the console table. I brought lemon bars. For whoever passes dessert. She winks at Lily and leaves before anyone can decode it. Teo locks the door. The click is louder than it should be. He comes back and plucks Lily's water glass away. You were slouching, he murmurs. He demonstrates a posture she cannot maintain and sets the glass just out of reach. Lily's fingers twitch like she wants it but won't reach across him. My wife has been quiet. Too quiet. She finally says, Teo, pass me the salt. He does, but only after tapping the shaker 3 times on the table, like an inside joke with himself. We're doing a reset, he announces. New tone. No sarcasm, no defensiveness. We speak from the eye. I feel, I need, I want. Great, I say. I feel like you're a cruise director who lost the boat. Lily tries not to smile. Teo catches it, and his left hand tightens on her wrist again. The cat darts out and smacks his ankle. Unexpected thing number 5. And he jerks under the table, thumping his knee, yelping, knocking his fork onto the floor. He looks genuinely rattled for the first time. Sorry, Lily blurts automatically. Don't apologize, my wife and I say together. Teo retrieves the fork, examines it like a prop that betrayed him, then deliberately sets it aside and takes Lily's. We'll share. We don't need extras. He cuts her chicken again, smaller, smaller, until it looks like confetti. I stand. Freezer, I say, trying to sound breezy. Dessert. In the kitchen, the freezer door sticks. I tug. Something thumps against the shelf and drops into my hand. A Ziploc bag with a nickel sealed inside and a Post-it folded around it. I open the note. It's Lily's blocky all-caps print from middle school. If this makes it to your hand, say band practice. Below, smaller, someone has added, stay in the scene. I turn. Teo is behind me, startling close, like he teleported. Need help, he asks, voice buttered. His eyes flick to the baggie. He smiles too wide. Oh, that's mine. For grounding. You know how she gets. He plucks it from my hand with rehearsed casualness, pockets it. Band practice. I say, because the note told me to. His smile glitches. Sorry, Lily. I call, loud enough for the dining room. Weren't you going to tell us about band practice? She freezes, then nods too quickly. Right. Marching band auditions are next week. She has never once been in band. Teo laughs. She's kidding. Unexpected thing number 6. The smoke alarm chirps, one sharp beep that means low battery, but it triggers a reflex in my wife that I haven't seen in years. Her chair scrapes. She's on her feet, eyes flaring like gunpowder. She looks at the ceiling, then at Teo. Put her phone on the table, she says, a flat command. Teo blinks. What phone? The one you took, my wife says, advancing, dish towel clenched in a fist. Put it down. He bares his teeth in a smile. Lil asked me to hold it. Lily shakes her head, so slightly you'd miss it if you weren't waiting for it. My phone hums again. If you want her safe, don't rescue. Witness. I step into the doorway so I can see them both. Teo, I say, steady as I can. At my table, people hold their own phones. I point to the place. Setting like this is about silverware etiquette and not a small war. Set it down. For a breath, I think he'll refuse. Then he puts the phone on the table like a dealer laying a card. He doesn't take his hand off it. Lily inhales. So, she says, voice trembling and too loud. About tests. She looks at me. What would you do if I? Lil. Teo interrupts, velvet edge sharpening. We don't need to make a scene. Too late. My wife says, and something in her tone makes the lights seem dimmer than they are. The salad congeals. The cat stares. The photo in the hall swings once, twice, and unexpected thing number 7 drops, glass shattering into the kind of silence that tells you the next sound will matter a lot. The shatter from the hallway slices through every conversation, through every lie still trying to breathe. Teo flinches first, small, involuntary. Lily gasps, halfway out of her chair, but he grabs her wrist again, this time tighter, knuckles whitening. It's just a picture, he says, his voice suddenly lower, stripped of charm. Sit down. My wife's voice, sharp as broken glass. Let her go. Teo's mask slides back into place. Lazy grin, a sigh meant to sound bored. He releases her wrist, holds both palms up. Hey, everyone relax. It was an accident. Lily's chair scrapes. No, she says. She stops herself. Looks at me, then at her mother, then at the fallen photo in the hallway. The cracked glass splits her younger face into two halves, one smiling, one missing. Unexpected thing number 8. The smoke alarm bleats again, but this time it doesn't stop. A long, whining beep that drills straight into our nerves. I rush to yank the battery out while Teo mutters something about chaotic households. When I turn back, Lily's standing. Her hand is shaking, but her voice isn't. Okay, she says. Enough. Babe, Teo murmurs. Let's not. No, she cuts him off. Don't babe me. You can stop now. Teo blinks. Stop what? Lily crosses her arms. The performance. Silence. You could hear the hum of the fridge. What performance? My wife says slowly. The act, Lily says. She reaches for the purse on the counter, pulls out a small folder, tosses it onto the table. That's Teo's student contract. He's in my acting class. I paid him $150 to come tonight and play my boyfriend. Every bit of this, she waves her hand, encompassing his smug grin, the forced smiles, the cutting comments, was staged. Teo's grin twitches, then dies. He looks at her like she's ruined his punchline. You weren't supposed to tell them until the end. And, my wife whispers. It was a test, Lily says, tears rising but her tone icy. I wanted to see if you'd protect me this time. My wife's hand shoots out, gripping the back of a chair. What do you mean this time? Lily's face crumples. You didn't before. My wife's breath catches, a sound half between shock and rage. You think this is funny? You bring a stranger into our house to pretend to abuse you? After everything It wasn't funny. Lily shouts. It was supposed to be proof. I needed to know if you'd just sit there again. Her mother steps forward, trembling, her face red and wet with fury and hurt. Don't you dare rewrite history like that. Lily flinches, but doesn't back down. I'm not rewriting anything. I just needed to know if anyone in this house would see me. Unexpected thing number 9, my wife slaps her. The sound is so loud it feels like the air gets punched out of the room. Lily's head jerks sideways. She doesn't cry, just stares at her mother like she's been expecting it the whole time. Teo steps back, all pretense gone, muttering, I didn't sign up for this, as he edges toward the door. Stay there. I snap, but my voice is shaking. Nobody leaves. My wife's voice cracks. She humiliated us. You hit her, I say. She made me. She stops. Her chest is heaving. She looks at her hand like it belongs to someone else. I'm not. Her knees buckle slightly, and she grabs the counter for balance. I'm not him. Lily whispers, who? But I know. Her father. The one who'd trained her to brace for blows long before I ever entered the picture. Unexpected thing number 10. Teo, still hovering by the door, mutters, I think we're done here. And Lily snaps. No, you're staying. You started this. Finish your damn part. He freezes, eyes darting to me. She told me it was an awareness experiment. I didn't know. Stop, Lily says. Her voice cracks on the word. This wasn't about you. And then she breaks. Tears, shaking, all the bravado gone. I thought if I showed you what it looked like, maybe you'd care enough to stop it this time. Her mother collapses into a chair, sobbing quietly. Oh God, she whispers. You think I didn't care? I know you didn't stop him. The room is silent except for the hum of the refrigerator and the sound of three people realizing that whatever they've been pretending to survive has just walked back in through the door. And me? I can't think of a single thing to say except, we need help. Teo leaves without another word, the door clicking shut like the end of a scene. For a long minute, we just listen to the quiet, broken plates, ragged breathing, the hum of the fridge. The smell of garlic has gone sour. Lily's cheek is red. My wife's eyes are wild and unfocused, like she's not in the room anymore. I grab 2 glasses of water and slide one toward her, but she doesn't touch it. It was fake, Lily says softly, like she's reminding herself. I made it up. No, my wife whispers, you made it real. Mom, don't call me that right now, she says, voice trembling. The air between them hums like static. I needed to know, Lily blurts. If something like that happened again, would you do anything? Would you protect me? My wife shakes her head, tears starting. You think I didn't protect you before? You didn't leave him, Lily says. You watched. You let it happen. The words hit like glass. My wife folds in on herself. You don't understand what it was like back then. I was scared, I was broke. I was a kid, Lily says, voice cracking. I just wanted you to try. My wife's hand shoots up to her mouth. She looks sick. God, she whispers. I hit you. I became him. You stopped, Lily says, quieter now. That's more than he ever did. Silence. Even the fridge seems to pause. I clear my throat. We can't keep doing this. We need help. All of us. Neither of them looks at me. My wife runs cold water in the sink, scrubbing her hands until they turn pink. Lily wipes her cheek with her sleeve. Unexpected thing number 11. My phone buzzes. A text. Unknown number. I'm the trauma counselor your neighbor mentioned. Kate said you might need to talk tonight. I glance toward the window. Kate's porch light blinks twice, a quiet signal. I text back one word, please. The phone rings 2 minutes later. I put it on speaker before either of them can object. A calm, low voice fills the kitchen, Dr. Rowan. She says Kate told her something happened, and that she specializes in trauma intervention. My wife stands by the sink, arms wrapped around herself. Lily sits at the table, staring at the lemon bars. Dr. Rowan asks, can you tell me what's happening right now? Lily answers first. I did something stupid. I made my boyfriend act like he was controlling me. I wanted to see if my mom would stop him. That sounds like it felt important, the counselor says. Why did you need to test that? Lily hesitates. Because last time, she didn't. My wife whispers, I tried. You don't remember. Dr. Rowan's voice stays steady. Let's pause there. You both sound like you've been living inside the same storm, but seeing it from different windows. Lily sniffles. I thought I was fixing it. No, Dr. Rowan says gently. You were repeating it. That's what trauma does. It teaches us to reenact pain because it's familiar, even if it hurts. My wife finally speaks, her voice shaking. So I'm the one who taught her that. Not deliberately, the counselor says. Children learn safety from watching how adults survive. If survival means staying quiet, they learn silence. If love means testing or controlling, they learn that too. Unexpected thing number 12. Lily leans forward, palms flat on the table. Then how do we stop? Dr. Rowan pauses. You start by not blaming. You draw new boundaries, not punishments. For tonight, no more talking about the test. Just say what you need to feel safe. Lily wipes her eyes. I need her not to hit me again. My wife covers her face. I need her to believe I can change. I swallow hard. I need both of you to stay. For the first time that night, all three of us breathe at the same time. Dr. Rowan keeps her voice calm, like she's steadying the floor under us. Good, she says. Now we'll start small. Tonight, you're 3 people learning a new language. She asks us to take turns finishing one sentence. When I feel unsafe, I will. Lily goes first. When I feel unsafe, I will say the word pause. Out loud. My wife nods, shaky but focused. When I feel unsafe, I'll step away instead of lashing out. Dr. Rowan says, And you? When I feel unsafe, I say, I'll stop trying to fix it. I'll listen first. The counselor hums approvingly. That's your first family contract. Write it down. Put it somewhere visible. We do. Lily scribbles it onto the back of a grocery receipt, sticks it to the fridge with a cat magnet. It looks fragile but real. Next, Dr. Rowan continues. You'll each have a safety signal, a gesture or phrase, to stop conflict before it escalates. Think of it as your emergency brake. Lily suggests a hand over the heart. My wife chooses to repeat ground, like planting roots. I choose silence, raising a hand palm up. Perfect, Dr. Rowan says. You're building scaffolding around the chaos. The repair work will come later. Unexpected thing number 13. Lily laughs softly, her first laugh all night. I feel like we're in theater warm-ups. Dr. Rowan chuckles. That's not far off. Healing uses rehearsal too. When the call ends, the kitchen feels less like a battlefield. Lily curls up on the couch with a blanket. My wife sits beside her, not touching but close enough that the space between them hums with trying. Before bed, Lily mumbles, I didn't mean to scare you. My wife answers, you did, but maybe we needed it. Outside, Kate's porch light blinks once, like applause. No one talks much at breakfast. Even the coffee tastes like caution. Lily's curled up at the table with her cereal, scrolling through her phone. My wife moves quietly, deliberate with every sound, as if noise might shatter what little peace we built overnight. I print out the family contract we wrote and tape it above the light switch. Pause. Ground. Listen. It looks amateurish, but Lily grins when she sees it. It's very Pinterest, she says, voice small but teasing. My wife smiles back, a thin, hopeful one. At noon, Dr. Rowan texts me a follow-up exercise. Each person writes one truth they've avoided saying aloud. Read them tonight, no interruptions. Unexpected thing number 14. Lily asks if she can use her journal for it, the one she used to hide under her mattress when she was 14. She doesn't hide it now. She writes slowly, biting her lip. My wife hesitates, then takes a pen too. That evening, the three of us sit in the living room, the air thick with unease. Lily goes first. My truth. I keep testing people because it's the only way I know if they love me. I don't trust easy love. My wife's turn. Her voice trembles. My truth. I used to think protecting you meant controlling you. I learned that from him. I hate that I still do it. I read last. My truth. I've been more afraid of losing peace than of facing the truth. That's why I freeze when you both fight. No one speaks for a minute. Then Lily whispers. Maybe that's what healing looks like. Just saying the stuff we never said. Dr. Rowan calls later, checking in. She suggests we create signal moments, tiny acts to replace the old reflexes. So we do. My wife starts leaving notes instead of shouting. Lily texts pause when she feels cornered. And me. I learned to stay still long enough for silence to become something other than fear. The house doesn't feel healed, but it feels possible. 2 weeks later, the house sounds different. No slamming doors, no brittle laughter. The quiet feels cautious, like we're all afraid to breathe too loud. Lily's back in her theater class, but this time she doesn't bring Teo home. She tells us he apologized, for real, not as a character, and she returned half the money. He said I scared him more than he scared me. She laughs. I think that means I'm getting better. My wife almost smiles. Or you're finally realizing your power. Unexpected thing number 15. Dr. Rowan invites us to a family session in person. The office smells like mint tea and rain. Lily fidgets with her sleeve. My wife won't meet her eyes. Dr. Rowan opens with a line that hits harder than expected. The goal isn't to erase the story. It's to stop acting in it. Lily crosses her arms. I'm good at acting. That's the problem, Dr. Rowan replies softly. You've learned to perform safety instead of live it. Silence stretches until my wife blurts. I thought I was saving her. You were saving yourself, Dr. Rowan says. From guilt. From seeing the part you played. My wife's face crumples. I didn't mean to. I know, Lily interrupts. But it still hurt. Dr. Rowan nods. Both of you can be victims and responsible. That's the paradox of healing. We leave with a list of reset rituals, walks, movie nights, dinners where we name one good thing and one hard thing. Lily calls it emotional yoga. That night, during our first ritual dinner, Lily admits, I deleted everyone from my contacts who made me feel small. Even Teo. My wife reaches across the table, slow but sure. Lily doesn't flinch this time. The air feels still. Not fragile, just still. For the first time, it doesn't feel like we're acting. 2 weeks later, our house sounds quieter, but not the dangerous kind of quiet. It's cautious, careful, like we're all learning the rhythm of peace again. Lily's back in her theater class. She tells us Teo apologized, said he hadn't realized how close the act hit to her real life. I guess I scared him, she jokes weakly. Maybe that's progress. My wife manages a half smile. Maybe that's boundaries. Dr. Rowan invites us to meet her in person this time. Her office smells like lavender and worn books. We sit in a small circle, knees almost touching. Lily keeps twisting a ring around her finger. My wife stares at the floor. Dr. Rowan begins softly. When people grow up around control or violence, they learn that love equals tension, that silence means safety. But those lessons aren't true. Lily nods slowly. So I was copying what I knew. Yes, Dr. Rowan says. You learned to test love because you never trusted it to stay. My wife's hands tighten, and I taught her that. By staying with her father. By teaching her that safety was about not making noise. Dr. Rowan looks at her gently. You both survived. But surviving isn't the same as living. Unexpected thing number 15. Lily takes her mom's hand first. I still get scared of you, she says, voice trembling. But I also still want you near me. My wife's eyes fill. Then I'll earn it, she whispers. Dr. Rowan smiles. That's where healing starts. Not from apologies, but from consistency. When we leave, the air outside feels lighter. On the way home, we stop for ice cream. Something we haven't done together in years. Lily picks mint chip, my wife gets strawberry. For the first time, no one performs. We just eat, melt, laugh a little. It feels small. But small, I think, is how normal begins. The following month, everything feels like rehearsal for something better. The old patterns still flicker, but we see them now. Catch them mid-scene, call pause, and start again. Lily's room changes first. She takes down old posters of dark theater roles and replaces them with sketches, hands, masks, words like truth and consent scribbled in ink. One afternoon, she asked me to film a short piece she's writing for class. It's not about victims anymore, she says. It's about people learning to stop auditioning for love. We shoot it in the backyard. My wife watches from the porch, wrapped in a blanket. Lily stands in the late light, her voice shaking but sure. I am not my test results. I am not my rescues. I am the script I choose next. When she finishes, my wife claps softly. Real applause, not the strained kind. Unexpected thing number 16. Lily invites her to be in the next project. You can play my future self, she says, grinning. The one who doesn't flinch anymore. My wife laughs, but there's a tear sliding down her cheek. Only if you promise not to direct me too much. Dr. Rowan says we've entered what she calls the rebuilding phase, the messy middle where progress looks boring but is actually everything. We still meet weekly. Some sessions are quiet, others full of crying. Once, Lily storms out. Another time, my wife admits she almost texted her ex just to feel the familiar rush of anger. But they keep coming back. That's the difference. I'm learning, too. Instead of rescuing, I ask, do you want help or just company? It surprises me how often Lily says, just company. Dinner times slowly become predictable again. Laughter, real arguments about dishes, talk about college auditions, and my wife's gardening obsession. Nothing dramatic happens, and for once, that's exactly the miracle. It happens quietly, the moment I realize we've made it to the other side. There's no big breakthrough, no cinematic hug, just another family dinner that, for once, doesn't end in smoke. The table is simple. Roasted vegetables, salad, a lemon tart Lily baked. She calls it her redemption dessert. The cat curls on a chair like a referee finally off duty. My wife hums as she pours water into glasses. Smells good, I say. It's an ordinary line, but she smiles like it means something bigger. Lily sets her phone on the table, face up, unlocked, and laughs. See? No secret tests tonight. My wife chuckles. I think we've retired from experiments. Unexpected thing number 17. When I raise my glass, Lily does too, and so does her mother. We clink. No speeches, just that quiet sound of agreement. Dinner moves like it should. Teasing, stories, small silences that aren't dangerous anymore. Lily tells us about her new project, a short film called Boundary Lines. It's about learning to say no without apologizing, she says. I think I finally get what Dr. Rowan meant about rewriting the script. Her mother nods, eyes shining. You're turning pain into art. That's strength, Lil. Lily shrugs, smiling. It's honesty. Maybe that's the same thing. After we clear the plates, we linger at the table. No one rushing away, no one pretending. The porch light glows through the window. Across the street, Kate waves before heading inside, satisfied, maybe, that we've survived the storm. My wife reaches over and squeezes Lily's hand. You don't have to test me anymore, she says softly. I know, Lily replies. You passed. We laugh, a little teary, but it's real laughter. For the first time in years, our family feels like a story that doesn't need a twist, just time, grace, and another meal shared without fear. Peace doesn't announce itself. It just sits down at the table and stays.